All right, we're back. We are going to keep moving through these learn to play tutorials, and we're going to move on to tutorial 2. And let's get this going. A place to live. So, obviously, building on the first tutorial, we have found a city site which we cleared some barbarians off of, and now we are going to settle a city, kind of learn how all that works. So far, nothing too crazy. Uncovered in the first tutorial. I'm sure they'll start to get a little bit more complicated, of course, but very familiar mechanics from Civ, from Rome, from Humankind. So I kind of anticipate it to be on par with all those, but I think there's some interesting mechanics later on that kind of define the game. But honestly, like these are just core mechanics, and this is how they're kind of executed as a whole that make these games better or worse. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. But there are little tidbits, so it does help to go through the tutorials and really understand what all the important mechanics are right out the gate. So especially with games like this, 4X games, it's tutorials are key. Hello, Philip of Greece. You are leader of your nation, or that will be your nation, or what will be your nation. You begin this tutorial at the city site you captured in the last one. Your task is to found your capital and expand to 3 cities. Oh boy. You will probably develop base economy and research some technologies. You will also promote a unit, assign a general to the unit, and then lead the unit into battle. Philip, are you ready to found Greece, build a nation, and write your legacy? You know what? I think I am, even though my name's not Philip. Let's get going. The capital is an important economic and government hub in the heart of your nation. Families are the leading clans of your empire with different dispositions and conflicting interests. They are granted control of your cities, for which their particular bonuses are important to consider. So this is definitely like well, governors from Civ. Same thing with Humankind, but I'm kind of seeing this more in the degree of kind of Rome, because it's this family idea. So these families with certain stats and dispositions to things are controlling areas, cities for now, but they get collections of cities, so they kind of form regions, sub regions that are managed in your empire. So that's very Rome too like. Your current playing is Philip, the ruler of Greece. These tooltips are very nice. So far, very soft interface, which I do like. Very history book kind of looking. Greece has the yep, Cyclid, Seleucid, and Alchemenid families. When your settler is selected, hover over the family action button to learn what effects may apply to your cities. You may also choose 3 of the 4 families in any one game, so choose wisely. Now, let's found your capital and choose a settler, and click on any of the families. Oh boy. Whoa. They're champions, artisans, patrons, sages. So we kind of these symbols will kind of take shape over time. So we're looking at. I'm gonna assume that's defense, training rate. Okay, so it's a training indicator plus defense. New units start with a steadfast family seat. I feel like that's like the Lannisters. What is the pillar? That must be knowledge. But they're artisans, so maybe it's like an artisan point per year. Oh, extra culture, very nice. And receive single bonus to mines and lumber mills. There's little tooltips. Here we go. They're a good choice for areas with many hills and trees. The artisan family seat is granted a free worker, and urban appearances for that city are built more quickly. I kind of like that. Military. culture, but culture produce extra civics, science. I'll say, okay, we are gonna go with the artisans. Shit's gotta look good, you know what I mean? What? Now that you have founded your capital, your people have a place to generate science. Science is spent on researching technologies which unlock improvements, units, and other items. Technology works like a card deck. You will be dealt some technology cards from the top of the draw pile and may choose one card to research. The technology cards not chosen are then placed in the discard pile. Any new technology cards unlocked in the technology tree also get placed in the discard pile. Once the draw pile is empty, the cards in the discard pile are shuffled and put back into the draw pile. You may see what technology cards are in each pile by hovering over the card icon at the bottom left of the Choose Research window. This is really interesting, and I think I might like it. This really seems to kind of address the idea of in Civ, and particularly Civ 6, people have always complained that the technology tree is very rigid, right? It's very predictable. So on the opposite end of that spectrum, there's a game mode where you can shuffle technology. Cool, but not practical if you're trying to play for realism. So this adds an element of like chance and just RNG to the whole science thing. So it probably works in like eras, and I still wonder how you get like them all researched. Maybe you just kind of crank through it to the point where you're kind of keeping up, and then you unlock a bunch at once. So that'll be interesting how this plays out. But I like this concept. I like this a lot, and it kind of puts it in a reactive mode, because Civ, obviously you can plan out every technology from almost start to end, like what you're going to research in what order, and that's kind of like you can get into a min-max kind of situation in terms of how you play the game. This, on the other hand, kind of makes it where you don't have full control, which is great, and you have to make decisions in a more organic way at your time of need. So you might pass on technology at the moment and be like, okay, I really need this other one though. So really good technology, but there's another one that you really need more at this moment. But then, later on when you go to pick the next technology, you lost that one. You're like, oh, I could really use that now, but you passed on it. So you kind of force you to think more wholesale. Like instead of Civ, where it's like, what technology I didn't need right now? What technology do I need in 10 turns? It's like, what do I want in 50 turns, right? What will benefit me the most between now and all the turns before the next technology. So that this is cool. I'm excited for this. As you research further into technology, you will need to generate more and more science to research technologies. It's important not to let other nations get too far ahead or at all, since they will gain access to stronger and better units before you. Now, let's choose first technology to research. Your technology hand will be shown next. Choose one of the 3 technology cards from your hand after the viewing the options. The technologies you do not choose will go into the discard pile. Got it. Choose your research. Administration, granary, treasure, shrine, slinger, camp. We're going to go with a minute that takes 6 years. Whoa. I should have hung out there a little longer. The worker is used to build infrastructure in your nation. You will need many workers to support your nation's economy. As a suggestion, you should consider at least 1 worker per city and a few extras to build roads or assist where needed. I'm liking the sound of this. There are 2 main types of improvements, rural and urban. Rural improvements include farms, mines, quarries, and others. I like this dichotomy. Rural improvements may be built on any non-urban tile and provide yields to your city. Resources such as wheat and ore provide bonuses when the correct improvement is built on them, and a specialist is built to work the improvement. Mountain ranges provide a bonus to any quarry built adjacent to them. Okay, so I like a couple things that were said here. One, a worker per city. This is kind of like this is a Civilization 2 concept where you have workers that simply consume turns. So if you want to just mega infrastructure, ramp things up, like you just build tons of workers, and they just work, 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 and you get more done. Where Civ 6, same concept, but they it's charges, so it's kind of prioritized. It changes up the build queue a little bit and how you kind of use workers, but also then once they're what I run into in Civ 2 is you would have a ton of workers get a ton of stuff done, but then they would get it done, and you'd have to just kill them off or trade them away because they just weren't useful anymore. So I'm glad to see someone trying to do that again. So this is cool that you kind of get a worker per city, and then I imagine that's how they work and build all the stuff in that area, and then you have some building roads. So interesting. They must move around the map. Definitely if they're building roads. But I could also see that if they're assigned to a city, they kind of just work wherever in the city. So very excited. Urban improvements include barracks, the Udian. These tooltips are great, and others. They also have like tons of stats, which I like. Hold Shift C to hide all improvements. Press F1. It's so helpful. And others. Urban improvements will expand your urban area by transforming the terrain underneath it to urban. This is a great. This is the other thing I was going to say. This is a great approach to more organically, but less rigidly defining districts, right? So districts in like Civ and Humankind, they define your city, really this urban area, but like you plant them, but they're a very specific thing, and you can't really change that. So it sounds like this will be a little bit more organic in terms of like this is urban area, and not like tied to a specific district. Obviously, I think a tile is going to be a barracks, perhaps, but it'll be interesting to see how much more loose that lets things get. An urban improvement may also have a specialist, which gives your extra bonuses. An urban specialist may be raised from apprentice to master to finally to elder. This is a cool concept. Each level increases the bonuses of city receives from urban improvement. Let's start building the economy of your capital by building some rural improvements. To the north, there's a wheat tile. Yep. Move your worker onto the wheat tile and build a farm. From the list of improvements in the action panel on the left screen, improvements take a few turns to complete, during which time your worker will use one order per turn until the improvement is finished. Fancy. Everything runs on orders, so this will be a recurring theme. Know that your worker has a hammer banner, your warrior has a sword banner, and your scout has an eyeglass banner. All right, worker. What are you supposed to be doing? Wheat tile. Got it. Very fast. Let's city warrior. Looking pretty good. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. How do I get out of here? Good old escape key will save me every time. Pella. Settler in 4 years. 1 citizen. Specialist. Difficulty. What's this? Oh, discontent. Happiness, basically. City is connected to capital. Wow, okay. Anyways. You. Farm in 3 years. Click the next unit button on the screen to select the next unit. Next unit, training. Training is generated by your nation and spent on improving your units. I like this. A promotion is a great way to strengthen a unit. Dude, this is going to be such a great blend between Civ and Rome. Or Total War Rome. This is exciting. A promotion is a great way to strengthen a unit. A unit may have more than one promotion. Depending on how much battle experience a unit has, each promotion enhances the unit ability in some way. Nice. So you get trained. Very realistic here. You get trained in certain things to be good at them, but you get experience from battle and upgrades those things you are trained in. Genius. Let's give the warrior promotion using some of your training stockpile. You only stockpile maximum 2,000 training. Select the warrior and, using the action panel on the left screen, expand the promotion. Hey, warrior. promote for 100, add general for 100. So combat plus 5 combat, 100 XP. Just 10 damage, first damage. Highlander from Hill. I always like shield bearing early on for that extra defense. Cool. Next unit. The world is unknown. What lies beyond? Yep. You've heard of the Roman barbarians to the east. You just got it. I'm on it. Let's go. Oh, that's how many I have left. That's what it is. I'm -1. So, like, yeah, that makes sense. So it took, like before, it was taking like 34 to move. That's funny. I'm figuring it out. Your warrior has been promoted. Promotions are a great way to improve the abilities of your units. Generals also give extra abilities to units. Character which can be assigned as general unit, controlling their unique bonus unit. As assigned general by selecting unit and add a general button panel. General with the accessory leader who may be added to any unit and must form the same family as the unit. Whoa. Interesting unit. Wow. Crazy. So I guess you spawn units from a territory. That territory is owned by a family, so that unit and family general have to match. You're now giving your warrior promotion and sign Philip. Your warrior is now trained and ready for battle, as your warrior is currently on a cooldown from adding a general next turn. Use to capture the city site in the east. No, adding a promotion or general puts your unit cooldown. In the future, you will be able to move your unit for promotion. Yep. Wow. Awesome. I should have read that. Whoa. Now we're ready to rock. You now build a farm on the wheat tile. Building a farm will contribute food to your stockpile of return. To the south of the cow, there's ore tile. Building mine. Hell yeah. What'd it do? Build a warrior. To build a warrior, click on city banner. Say stay up screen. Build a panel. At the moment you say you can only build a warrior. Click the warrior. Yo, what's up? Warrior. Interesting. That's the edge of the map for me. Harvest them sheep. Harvest those goats. Fuck yeah. If captured the eastern city site, to retain control of the city, you'd need to keep one of your units on the central city tile. You you will know who has control of the city site as nation's name will be displayed on the tile. When your capital finishes building a settler, move it to the city site and found it. Yes, yes, yes. I'm already ahead of you, dude. Game. I'm ahead of you. Can I just overlap? You have arrived on the east side, now found your second city site. Cities are your centers of population, production, blah, 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 blah. Money, food, iron, stone, wood, orders, science, training, and civics. With your settler selected, as you hover the mouse over each green highlighted urban tile, the initial city border will be displayed. The city border indicates which tiles can be approved to produce by us. Move your settler to one of the green highlight tiles or tile found the next thing. Wow, okay. Right, borders. They change based on where I'm at. What? So it's kind of interesting. This is interesting. Close enough to get the lake or all up on the sea? Does it not give me like a calculation? I mean, I'm used to humankind giving me like a good calculation. I'm just gonna wing it on this one. I like how it prioritizes that gold no matter where I put the city. Wow. Whoa. Cautious. What does that mean? You cautious 0 to 99. You are now you are now known as Philip the Settler. You have now found a city on the eastern city site. As your nation is new, it would be best to set the city to build a worker. If you wish to build improvements, or a warrior if you wish to strengthen your army, your brave warrior has suffered some damage as indicated by the health bar. Heal from damage, heal button. Using all your skills you learned so far, find the remaining site to the west. Click bar and camera using our settler. Got it. Attack on cooldown. Idle. Let's build a settler. Because I believe you're building a warrior. In the year your brave warrior suffers some damage, you can heal my heal button now. In addition to knowledge cards, there are bonus and boost cards give you free items. Bonus cards give you free units such as free settler. Boost cards give you free yields such as stone boost. Both bonus and boost cards unlocked by research technology. Greece begins the game already knowing drama, which opens the free settler card. When unlocked, bonus and bonus cards are placed in technology discard pile. They are cycle. However, the bonus can only become available once. If you do not choose the bonus boost card when it is available, reset and is removed from the game. Wow. Wow. Damn. Okay, they're quick though. So that you could be really incentivized to use those bonuses. It's almost as if you wouldn't not do that. But I could see if you had too many going, you would just have to sacrifice some. And plus, if you don't want a seller, that would be a good reason to pass. Heal. Love the UI. The UI is very nice so far. I'm really liking it. Ooh, harvest that. So does this mean I should keep harvesting? Oh, I see. It's regenerating. That's cool. Move unit. You have now built a mine on the ore tile. Building a mine will contribute iron. To the east of the capital is a mountain range. Build a quarry near the mountain range to produce stone. The quarry can be built anywhere, but since we do not have stone resource in our city border, we should instead build it next to the mountain range, which provides bonus. Oh, really? Nice. Okay, it's telling me. Dope. What's up, warrior? The research of the free seller's card is complete, granting you a free seller. If you not have an opportunity to use your free seller yet, then I'm sure won't present itself soon. 4 years. All right. Okay, boost the stone. Not that I need it. 4 years, whereas like, see, there's a good example. Forget that free stone. I'm trying to learn a technology. So I get that. That's making sense to me. I'm kind of concerned about this whole like to the west business. That all looks like coast. So where, man, they can move far. I like that. Wow. We built a warrior mainly than this capital. Got it. Cool. Just clicking. And Civ, you have to like be strategic with what you click. I bet that freaking choose production in Pela. Cost 20 stone. And 5 years. Holy crap. Scout, seller, militia. Wow, so many years. Huh. So I'm going to build a specialist. Interesting. These are different. This is cool. You have now built a quarry next to the mountain range. Building a quarry will contribute stone. You now have basic rural economy. You have a basic rural economy at the capital. Over time, you'll be able to build both rural and rural improvements. Continue. Yeah. So what can I build where? So they're suggesting build a mine, build an Audion, build a quarry. I can dig that. No. So it's like, is it up here? There they are. Dude, I'm strong. That's all there is to it. Boom. City site. You have now formed a city in Western states that you now have the core of your nation. Finish any outstanding goals you want to complete in this tutorial. Victory. Learn to play 2 in Artisans. And that's it. 2 is done.